Yeah, I've got a follow up to a story we talked about a few days ago. The Carlee Russel kidnapping cinematic universe. For those that don't remember, I'll fill you in real quick. This lady, Carlee Russel, said that she had seen a toddler walking along the interstate. And being the good Samaritan that she is, she pulled off to the side of the road in order to, help the toddler out. But while doing so, she was kidnapped. She got taken. And for 2 days, she was missing. And then she returned and said that she had been kidnapped. So police started investigating, and things got really weird because they checked her search history, and she had searches like, "Can you pay to send out an Amber Alert?" And then looking up, I think it was taken, right? She was like looking up shit like that. And apparently she had actually come back with money. So her kidnappers gave her a little goodie bag parting gift of some money. And then also apparently she had stolen from her work right before disappearing. And then there was also no other calls to report a toddler on the side of the road. So the whole thing was a bit fishy. And now today her lawyer came forward and said that she made it all up and she's hopeful that everyone will forgive her. which is kind of a big ask. Because right now my question is why? What was the point? I don't really understand the motivation. I've read a couple theories, but there's nothing concrete yet. But the whole thing was a bunch of baloney. A whole load of fish paste. Thanks, resub. Suede, Nitro, Carlos, Mayonnaise, and the gift sub Lone Wolf. And the Prime Blizzard has to be for attention or clout. I don't think so, though. I mean, maybe it's possible. Does this have the... oh, this is live. Where's the little press conference? I want to pull up the clip. Like, there's certainly other ways of getting attention and clout as opposed to faking your kidnapping.
Still has more questions than answers. Carlee Russel is now home safe. The 25-year-old disappeared Thursday after she pulled over on the interstate after spotting a child on the shoulder.
Okay, this must be old. Where's the one with her lawyer coming forward? Is it gonna be here, maybe? Oh my god. No, it is here. Oh. Gee willikers, unlucky. We'll have to watch it like this. Nope, it's muted. You won't get me that easily, Independent. I'll find it elsewhere. Where's the one with the lawyer? This is the reporter.
The news that the police had suggested could have been the case last week when they put forth a lot of information that raised questions about some of the claims that had been made by Carlee Russel. But as we saw there, this is our first chance getting to hear from Carlee Russel, at least through a statement made by local attorney Emery Anthony, saying that she admitted that this was made up. Not just the kidnapping, but the abduction that she said led to her stopping on the side of the interstate. And she
no, I think this is just going to be the recap. I don't think it's going to have the other part.
A public that had become enthralled in this case, right?
Well, he really wanted to say enraptured, but gave up.
Child on the side of I-459, and that she'd been abducted trying to help a child, a good Samaritan. And as we now know, this case was made up. All of the details were, and this certainly is where it appeared to be heading, again, given what we had learned on Wednesday. The chief said that they had asked for a second interview. It appeared for a moment that was going to happen with counsel. Little choice that was severity.
No, not here. Oh, here we go. Nope, wait. There's still... Is this the lawyer? I don't remember now. What if the kidnappers told her to say that? That's what I was wondering. I was wondering if there would be a way to spin this into a conspiracy. Like her kidnappers worked for the government, and now they're forcing her to say that it was all made up in order to protect their innocence. I feel like there's definitely a way to spin something conspiratorial off it. Thanks to the resub showed Dominic, Samuth, Bob, Lemons, Johanna, Bats, Philly, and Tier 1 Northside Wolf.
We ask for your prayers for Carlee as she addresses her issues and attempts to move forward, understanding that she made a mistake in this matter. Carlee, again, ask for your forgiveness and prayers. We have a
Interesting
meeting scheduled
syncing
with
here.
Anthony to further discuss this case. We're currently in discussions with the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office in Bessemer about possible criminal charges related to this case, and we will announce those charges when and if they are filed.
Yeah, they're considering pressing charges for a false story. Because you have to keep in mind, they ran a whole investigation on this. That's expensive. That uses department resources that could have been spent on real things. So I do think she should face charges for it, for sure. I just want to know what the motivation was. What the fuck was the point? No, I'm not watching the Lamina video on stream. I'm watching that on my own. Guess we'll see in 2 years. Yeah, guess so. Thanks, Resub Think. Is she making an apology video? I certainly hope so. But right now, I think the best we're going to get is her lawyer saying that she feels bad about it. So please forgive her. She made a mistake. I love that they keep calling it a mistake, even though this is a premeditated plan. Like, she went through all stages of planning this fake story, and yet somehow it's just like a, you know, silly little mistake. Everyone makes these. Thanks, Resub. Zyth and Spud. I've never heard of who that is, Wizard. I can look it up, though. Thanks, Resub Dead. Thanks, Tier 1 Gabagoyle. Resub Carl. Hey, Carl. Oh, sure, yeah. Here, I can hop on right now. That's fucking awesome. Okay, yeah. I got you, Carl. Thanks to Prime, Amplitude, and the resub Arthur. Really think she's just covering for stealing from work? That's kind of what I thought might be the case, but it doesn't... I don't know, it seems like a lot of hoops to jump through for that. It has to be something a little deeper. I think that's too surface level. Yeah, the One Piece live action trailer looked alright. It looked a lot better than I would have expected it to. Attentions, she wanted to be an Amber Alert. I guess it could be attention. It just seems like such an inefficient plan for attention. Thanks to the resub. Not a Cop and Robert. There's thousands of streamers with a loud mic. That doesn't exactly give me any indication of who it was. I don't think I've ever heard that name. I will check it out, though. Thanks to resub Reflex and Rob. And the Bits Tory. I've seen the ex-boyfriend theory as well, but I haven't found any like official sources to corroborate that being a real theory. Right now, a working hypothesis people on Twitter are running with this story is that she did this to try and get her ex-boyfriend back somehow. I guess the thought process would be like if he learned that I was kidnapped, he'd reach out to make sure I was okay and we could rekindle the flame. But I haven't really seen anything on that aside from on Twitter. Because that's a really stupid plan.